Raiko Star, and I am being haunted by a chicken ghost. I guess I better call an exorcist. I Love You, Colonel Sanders, Part 2. We are playing I Love You, Colonel Sanders, Part 2. For a little bit of a recap, for those who didn't see I Love You, Colonel Sanders Part 1, we had a cooking contest, and we won by making mashed potatoes. I totally botched it with Colonel Sanders by trying to give him some of my own recipes to improve his, which was dumb on my part, I gotta admit. But I scored points by understanding the home cooking of my grandma's mashed potatoes. We fought a spark monster, and, well, he kicked our butts, but Colonel Sanders saved us and rescued us, and then I got a horse to the face. Anyway, we're going to go ahead and play some I Love You, Colonel Sanders, Part 2. Part 2. We're doing a Part 2. We're doing it. Okay, well, how do I... Okay, let's go ahead and go back here. Alright. Here we go. Continue. We're continuing on day 2 of the Cooking Academy, and we're going to play I Love You, Colonel Sanders Part 2. For those of you wondering how my hand's doing, it's doing a lot better. Still healing, so I'm going to still be playing some visual novels and some, JRPGs while it's healing, but, yeah, it's doing a lot better, so I'm doing a lot better. Ooh, got the chicken and the chicken biscuits. You wake on day 2 and attempt to process the wild visions you had. Were they mentioned or premonitions? You lie in bed and stare at the ceiling, thinking about the secrets you discovered while testing Colonel Sanders' cooking yesterday. You couldn't believe he actually used redacted. Redacted is so delicious, guys. I love redacted. And then there was that secret ingredient that Colonel Sanders went ahead and told you of overnight. So we covered a little bit of this in the last game through, but we're still gonna do it. Well, this chicken evangelion thing and these Backstreet Boys, or no, not Backstreet Boys. What's that one K-pop band that hunts demons? That one. Yeah, I don't know. I don't understand how anything works. And the bed's not made, which is kind of like my bed, and the red sneakers. I love it. What is he doing? It's probably just because he already trusts you so much. Yeah, that's right. I'm trustworthy. I'm totally a normal Earth human that's trustworthy and not trying to steal your water. Sure, that makes sense. I'll go with that. We'll go with that. You meet up with your bestie in front of the school. Before you tell her about the encounter with the sport monster, she launches at you in a long story of her own. I know that's strange, but I might be, let me guess. Your next line is, you're going to be telling me about how you had a crush on a robot. I think I might clank. Called it in before and did it. Like him. Like. I know, it sounds like it's moving too fast, but there's something about him I like. Like. We got to talking after class, and he actually totally sweet. A totally sweet guy. Not only that he's blah blah blah, but he also blah 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 Colonel Sanders stories. I'm sorry, I have trouble reading. Reading's hard, guys. Did you know that Colonel Sanders was most popular in high school? Yeah, I believe that. No, but it does make sense. I didn't know. Yeah, it makes sense. Yeah, so he was popular and voted prom king at the school he didn't even go to. Blah blah. We already did a lot of this stuff, so let's just skip to the just gonna skip some of this stuff because we already did this in the last video. I'll be linking the part 1 in the other video, so you guys will totally see what's going on in this. So you'll be fine. Okay. You have an idea about the proof that your love is real. Blah 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 blah. Secret ingredient. However, you don't tell her what you know about the ingredients too, which you discovered on your own. A secret ingredient? Yeah. Okay, so For you guys we're getting caught up to the Pacific part. She's asking about, I told about a secret ingredient that she told me, blah, blah, blah. You guys, go watch the other video. Watch the other video and then watch this one, so you know you missed. So this summer while I was on vacation with my family, just to tell a story about peppers, and we're just going to keep going. We're going to skip here until we get to the point where we have to. Okay, now, last time I told her the ingredient and she started texting stuff. I'm still going to trust her. She's my friend. She's the bestie, so I'm going to trust her still. Tell the ingredient Colonel Sanders told you. I mean, he told, yeah. Okay, I'll tell you the secret, and that stays secret, and I told her that, but you already know that. But, and last time, we got hit by a horse, and we're not going to get hit by the horse this time. We're going to stand back and admire his majestic glory. Colonel Sanders' horse is truly a thing of beauty. And now we're caught up. Now we're caught up to now where we're supposed to be, okay? Here we go. Colonel Sanders' horse is truly a thing of beauty. Without ever acknowledging that he's being watched, he does a sort of horse stance before dismounting with a flourish. He then slaps the beautiful creature gently on its rear, sending it running free into the countryside. Okay, why not? You're so struck by the slight sight of him that you lose the ability to speak coherently. Oh, I didn't realize anyone was watching. Don't worry, he knows his way home. You attempt to compliment Colonel Sanders, but the words don't come out exactly right. What a beautiful, what a horsefully beaut you have there. I mean, what a horsefully beaut you have. Dang it! What I want to say is, it's a beautiful horse. It's a beautiful horse. That's what I meant to say. Being a good friend, Mommy attempts to cover for you. Raiko just really nervous and around people they like. Okay, just embarrass me like that, Marame. I love you, sis, but jeez Louise! What's this? This is not helping. I mean, they're good. I mean, they got food poisoning and we're up all night and it was gruesome. You should have heard it. Like, I was fighting a monster last night, okay? That's what actually happened. He knows that he was there. She gives you a wink and a smile as if to say, situation handled, can't blame a girl for trying. I mean, I appreciate you, Marami. I do. You're a good friend. You're a good friend. And with Colonel Sanders disappeared into the school, leaving you and Marami to follow. When you enter the classroom, you see your two rivals, Ashley and Van the Man, are doing something bad. By the way they're hiding, you know it must be really bad. Okay, he's got a picture of Norm Macdonald up here. Look at that. Counterfeiting recipes bad. Experiment with restricted ingredients bad. Summoning a demon bad. Cheating on their taxes bad. I don't know. You try and get a peek over Van's hulking shoulder, but he sees you coming. Whoa there, little one. I'm not sure you're ready to handle this. Okay. Tell them to stop acting immature. Act like you're not interested in them, but really try to get a closer look. I'm gonna just do this one. You sit near the rivals, but leaving your back turned to them, you even hear Van mutter something that sounds like a magic spell. However, he notices you eavesdropping, you try to cover your tracks and then exercise. Ahem! It's time for class, and you're distracting the rest of us who want to learn. Now you've upset them. Oh, and you're the Emperor of Cooking? Are you? You make the rules? Yes, I make the rules. I am the Empress of Cooking. I am the cooking and takes panache. Panache is fun to say. Panache. And it doesn't hurt to use a little evil. Evil's afoot. You finally got a look at what it was they were hiding, and you nicely recognize it. It's a book, just like the one you found after encountering the sport monster. And everybody has one of those, don't they? Jeez Louise. That's the same book that I found at the least. It's in the quad. Ashley immediately elbows Van, who tries the book behind it. His back. I don't know what you're talking about. The book is a family heirloom, and it's consists secret. I found that book. If I knew it was yours, I'd just give it back to you. I guess all's well that ends well. You notice that they haven't been studying the book. They got popped into the wall, and they're tossing potato skins at him as he's trying to catch them with his mouth. Bro, what? We're playing hee-hee. Okay, Bob. Before you can dig in further, you're interrupted. Before you can dig in any further, that doesn't make any. I don't understand that. We're not eating you. Digging into an investigation. I can read. You're interrupted by arrival of more students. It's almost time for class. Okay, cool. Beep. Clank must be running late. He's such in a hurry that he rolled over Van's meaty foot. Hey, watch it, you bucket of bolts. You watch how you talk to him. He did nothing wrong. He didn't do anything. Wobble. He's a wub machine. Wub. Who do you think you are talking to? I've never heard such language. Not even from a stand mixer. Wop. No, your mother wasn't a stand mixer. What? Oh, Clank! Burn him up! Van jumped to attack Clank, but Clank socks Van, sending him flying across the room. You go, Clank! Correct me, Colonel Sanders, these crazed men are about to come to blows. I think it might be over for me, but I'm interested in it. I'm not interested in either of them. Okay, lunatic. Ashley with her crazed look. Ashley's tone has completely changed in an instant. She bats her eyelashes at Colonel Sanders. Surely he must know that it's a ruse, right? Gentlemen, get a hold of yourselves. Save it for the arena, at least. Or don't. Honestly, whatever. Honestly, what do I care? I've got a lofty career of aspirations of... It's hard to read this text because of the background stuff. Jeez. And focus on. Okay. Maybe I can help you with your business plans. Shut up, Ashley. Just when Sprinkles arrived to the signal the true state of the class. He's panting, which doesn't mean that's a bottle. He's professor. He's also a dog. I don't know why I'm having such a trouble reading today, guys. I usually am better at it. Low blood sugar, I guess? I don't know. Students, please take your seats. Do it. Take your seats. Where are we taking it? I don't know. I apologize for the late arrival. I spent the morning chasing cars all around town, and my tiny legs are very, very tired. That would do it, yeah. But I'm here now, and I hope you've been ready to learn. We're gonna learn so much. Rub his furry belly. He loves it. After he catches his breath, Sprinkles again reigns the class. Without further ado, we review global history of my favorite fowl, the chicken. I blocked it. I'm a chicken. I'm a chicken, gobble gobble. Okay, you want to pay attention to this lesson, truly you do. Which is why 1776, at the Spring Declaration of Independence, it was a chicken who first signed their name. What? That doesn't sound right, actually. But okay, whatever. But important parts. Alright! He's too dreamy, I can't own it. When you come to Sprinkles holding a tray of food in front of you. Ooh! Well, Raiko? Naturally, this appears to be... Hey, Glass. Which item do you want to sample? A simmering pepper, a dog biscuit, a glass of water. Guys, anyone who knows me knows the answer. So I'll give you 3 seconds to put what I'm gonna... 3 seconds. I'm gonna count to 3 and you're gonna guess what I'm gonna pick, okay? 1, 2, 3. Did you guess glass of water? Good, you're right, because you all know me. You grab a glass of water and gulp it down. It's cool, and crispy, like a purest snow melt by the mountain spring. Hey, that was mine. It was from my favorite toilet. You owe me $6. What? Did we just drink toilet water? Look, I got no words. I have no words. You got excellent taste. Yeah, you got excellent taste in the toilet water. Yeah, you're drinking toilet water, guys. Don't do that. It's disgusting. Don't drink toilet water. Don't follow my bad example. Don't do it. You think to yourself, geez, I should pay better attention. Yeah, right? Well, we all make mistakes. I'm sure he'll forgive you someday. Alright, well, come on, let me think of it. Time for lunch. Before anyone can relax, cafeteria's lights dim, and your rivals enter to make a dramatic announcement. Today's lunch will be prepared via team competitive cooking. Demand they stop wasting everybody's time. Stop up and tell them you're on. Alright, let's go. We can cook lunch. A bit of a lunchtime competition, eh? Count me in. I'll wipe the table with you, fools, before I set up my lunch down, and then you can be it. I'm not the fool. You're the fool. Fool. Flee. Alright, let's keep going. Good. Good one, Van. I like your induction. Raiko, I'll be watching your performance. Oh, we gotta do good. Colonel Sanders' heart is at stake. Oh, Colonel Sanders. Oh, keep going. Just as things reach a boiling point, Sprinkles steps in. Surely he will put a stop to this madness. Heck no, I want to win. Now, students, please settle down. This is a lunchroom, not a sporting court. Finally, a little sense. You breathe your fire. Dude, I totally stepped up to the competition. I'm ready for this. I'm ready. At least not until we turn the timer on. We got a timer? Oh no. We gotta cook fast. Just when a huge glass of light faces for the time ready. That's what I'm talking about. Let's go. Aroo! This is a fun little mini game, I think. I stand corrected. The hard way built suddenly foundation that cannot be swept away. And then the original quote by me, in case anyone's wondering. I hope it's this message lifts you to the victory. Like a diamond, I'm formed under pressure, and now it's time for me to shine, or something like that. I will defeat you myself. Okay, cool. Try to defeat me. I'm too good. I love this music. Let's go. And you had his chicken, and you had made mashed potatoes and gravy one day, and you feeling like you can really impress him again. We'll try. It takes time to boil some water for the potatoes. Think fast. The timer runs out. You'll be forced to pick randomly. What temperature is the oil? 100 Fahrenheit. That's wrong. Oh no. While you're wrong, Raiko, get your head in the game. You're going to need to choose something to cook. You don't know what to... Alright, so... 11, you know this one. Okay. Details wagging the sensor. Now, you've got the basic steps going. It's time to evaluate your craft. favor, trust. That's not wrong. I'm begging you to get your head together. Get it done. Wrong times. This is too tough. Next question. The classmate's reading for you. Ashley is simply stronger and faster than you and picks up. Okay, we're just. Wait. When you were a child, your father told you never forget where you came from. Every time you meditate on this device and draw energy from a piece. Now, the great designs harsh energy. So what's from a small town you're born in? Is that right? Aroo! You got this. Shut out the noise in the arena and focus on your cooking. What is a success? What is the sound of success? Silence. Oh no. You're unable to speak. You know Colonel Sanders out of the corner of your eyes. I'm leaving you, Raiko. He's actually cheering you on. I'm doing my best. Which would be awesome, except knowing he's watching you might totally forget what you're doing. Now, all you can think about is Colonel Sanders. How many spots of gravy? Oh no! Time's up! What are we thinking about? Come here back to your mind. Grr! You are standing on a desert island with the only dessert cookbook, which you take. You're standing on a desert island with only one dessert cookbook. Which one do you take? What a honk. I know, right? You know what? You should be focused on a challenge. You're failing behind. Oh, no. Ah, this is getting hard. Woof. You're struggling to keep up. And you're starting already elements of the dish. And, you make up to the toss the biscuit dough and mixer as you do the crowd gasp. Ah, yikes! I know you want nothing more than seeing a fellow appliance in his kitchen, but sometimes that means sacrificing the personal touch. You might not even have any hand, but Raiko does, and a good chef needs to be touching the dough to be the mixture. I'm getting frustrated, guys. I don't want to win this one. There's an easier way and the hard way. You don't get too far by doing things the easy way. When you hear her talking, you realize how serious your error was. Your intimidation shoved your hand into the mixture to rescue your dough, but it's overmixed. Raiko, no! But you're not fast enough, and your hand gets stuck and immediately crushed by the swimming beater, and that's no way you'll be able to. Your hand. My hand is actually messed up, so this is kind of a thing. I screwed up my hand in the game and real life. Colonel Sanders shakes his head in shame. What you often find is that the easy can turn out much more difficult. Everyone stops what they're doing. This battle is over. It can't be. I was close to finishing my disc. Okay, sweetheart, look at your hand. You simply can't go on. Oh, too bad. And here I am. Complete dish ready to serve. Surely that means you to be the winner by default. No, it wouldn't be fair to compare to on account of Raiko's injury. You see Sprinkles began to lick his doggy chops and as he looks into the dish. But I suppose you should at least tell us what you prepared. Well, because I'm the sweetest, I skipped straight to dessert. Well, it's good actually. Under this white chocolate dome, you'll find a wide array of delights taking you on a journey of flavors that taste good and tells a story of excellence. I was going to ask Raiko to do the honors, but since you're injured, I'm afraid that pouring this ice cream of delicate hot chocolate sure might be too difficult. Yeah, it probably will. Colonel Sanders, if you wouldn't mind lending me your strong, sturdy hand? Colonel Sanders pours the hot chocolate sauce on top of his white dome, causing melt away, revealing the ingredients hidden within. Inside, a fried cheese conquest top displays the honeycomb, 2 which are, that looks pretty good actually. And blueberries go egg. This looks really good actually. I'm sorry I didn't do good, but you did good. I don't like you, Ashley, but dang it, you're a good cook. Colonel Sanders seems to be intrigued, but perhaps not impressed as he dips his finger into the chocolate sauce. Simplicity, it's your strong suit, isn't it, Ashley? Oh, you, hee. As you place sauce finger into the as he places a sauce covered into his lips, Ashley leans over and whispers something in his ear. A dab of sauce sticks to his mustache. Internalize the rage you feel. Put yourself into. I'm gonna let this one. I'm gonna just keep quiet. I don't. He seems like he's upset, and I'm not gonna get between them. That's between them, and I'm sure you'll make the right choice. Your rage burns so intensely with your eyes that you burst into flames. But the flames cause your eyebrows to catch fire and turn to ash, and they fall off of your face, which means people will have a hard time to understand your emotions for the rest of the semester, perhaps forever. And burn off my eye. Okay, why? Embarrassed and ashamed of your performance, not to mention your crispy fried bowl, you run out from the quad to be alone. View others like an insult inside of your storm range. It's Colonel Sanders. He's probably here to tell you that he and Ashley are in love and have decided to get married. No, he seemed like he didn't like her, and I get it. And he won't even ask you to charter his wedding because you're a terrible chef and an awful person. Wow, I have low self-esteem. That's not even me at all. I'm like, no, if this actually happened to me, I'd be like, well, I screwed up. Once you fall off the horse, get back on. That's how I am. I don't stew in my failures. I try until I win. That's how you do life. You try to hide from him, but he approaches you directly. Alright, well, let's see what Colonel Sanders has to say. Now, I know you're hurting right now. Not just from the devastating loss, but from the run-in with the mixer and the small fire. We should get that checked out. Yeah, definitely, because that was scary. Like, I mean, my eyes literally caught fire. Like, I should be in the hospital right now. I'm fine. Can't you just leave me alone? I'm a loser. I'm not fit to fill your fryer. I'd never be a master chef. That's loser talk. I'm not a loser. That's not my mentality. Failure is part of life, not just for you, but for all of us. Do you think I ever failed at anything before? That's exactly what I think. Well, then think again. I wasn't always the man you see before you. Enrolled in culinary school, incredibly handsome Cecily. No, Colonel Sanders actually made chicken at a gas station. Originally, and he was a weird dude. The real Colonel Sanders was a very, very weird dude, and yeah, he messed up quite a bit, but he actually made a chicken empire. So remember, you're never too old to start anything, and if you screw up at anything, don't worry about it. Just keep going. That's the lesson. It's a good lesson. Well, handsome for sure. I was born that way. Me too. I was born beautiful. I'm absolutely gorgeous, and y'all like how I look, right? Right? Tell me I'm beautiful. Lie to me and tell me I'm beautiful. Okay, let's get going. But I walked other paths and arrived at dead ends. Yeah, now I found out how that feels. Alright. I was passionate about life, but I failed in my whatever that word is. I was passionate about justice, but I failed as a lawyer. Okay, I got it now. I was passionate about livestock, but I failed as a mule handler. The one was especially humiliating. Mules can be so cruel. No, I get it. No, totally. I don't know. people see my dedicated ribbons and my well-kept beard and assume that I've got it all together, which is true now, but it hasn't always been. And that's true, guys, that's true. Always keep trying. Sounds like this guy could really use a hug. I resolved then that I was going to amount to something. No amount of hours, labor, or money would deter me from giving the best I had to give. As Colonel Sanders changes focus, you can see something ignite inside of him, a burning passion. One has to remember that even failure, by stepping stones to something better. My new dream is pure. I'm honest. It's something that a humble man in a crisp white suit can be proud of. It's a beautiful suit, by the way. I will create a new chain of chicken restaurants, and that will bring joy entirely to the world. So guys, what is your dream? What is your passion? Tell me something you're fiery passionate about, and what are you doing to make that dream a reality? And trust me, I believe in you. I know you guys can do whatever you set your mind to. So I ask you to keep trying and tell me your dreams, because I know you can do it. Yay! That's right, Pop. Yay. Yay indeed. Just as your moment grows intimate, you are interrupted by a threatening, shadowy presence. It's the Sportmaster? It is. I know I said I wouldn't be back, and after the whole fight to the death thing, maybe you don't really want to see me anymore, but I wanted to say that I was wrong to attack you and apologize. I know what it's like to always look over your shoulder. Lots of problems, am I right? Oh, thanks, Porco. I'm glad that there's no hard feelings. Getting jumped by a giant creature in the dark of night can really rile up a person, and I also want to apologize for the way I switched right into attack mode. I know that you're strong, and cooking school can put a person under a lot of stress. I actually used to go to school. I wanted always to be a sport monster, you see. I wasn't always a sport monster, you see. He was transformed, I see. Okay. I don't believe it. You were human once? Well, no, I was a golden retriever, but I was still a student until one day some mean kid used magic spellbook, cast a dark enchantment on me, and I was forever transformed. Oh, he's a good boy. He's a good doggo. Who's a good boy? Who's a good boy? A magic spell. Precisely. I had poured a copy of myself, but somewhere along the way, I've lost it. If you find such a book, I beg you of the respect of I can read. I swear I can read. You're a powerful chef, and you shouldn't rely on such dark and evil magic. No, you should be protecting the innocent from those who would cheat them through sorcery and guile. Alright, well, if that comes to the case and I see someone using an evil spellbook, I'll slap their hand and say, hey, no magic. If you need me, don't fear, I will be there. Thank you, Sport Monster. It sounds like there are some bad cooks in the kitchen of life, Raiko. Together, I am sure we can defeat them. Right on, Colonel Sanders. We can do it together. You, me, Sport Monster, Rami, Clanker, and Bob, can totally defeat the bad guys. Come back to my hideaway and we can discuss a personal invite. You can imagine what Colonel Sanders' home must be like, but it sounds like you're about to find out. Okay, we can have a tender moment to... Oh wow, this is a pretty nice place. I'm in the Colonel Sanders' home, surrounded by It looks like you live such an exciting life, Colonel Sanders. Every day can be an adventure if you approach it with the right attitude. This is true. People are like, you only live once, which that's not true. You only die once, you live every day. Long ago, I made the decision to stop searching, never stop working, never stop imagining. Have you ever been working on any new recipes of your own lately? I'm always excited to talk about food with another mission chef. Well, there is something. It's just a side dish, but I've been tinkering with trying to find the right balance of flavors and textures. I'm not sure I've nailed it yet, but I'm getting close. Hey guys, are you good cooks? Can you guys cook anything? If you do cook, what's your favorite thing to cook? And would I like it? Colonel Sanders' eyes perk up as he starts to wonder what dishes you might be describing. It's meant to be paired with something spicy or something crispy. Both, perhaps? Now you got him right where you want him. Should you reveal your new creation to him, or keep it a secret? He told me his secret. It would be wrong for me not to be honest with him, because he shared his secret with me. Open honesty, that's what we're doing. Actually, I said too much. Please forgive me. Please forget I said anything. Did I click the wrong thing? You can practically hear Colonel Sanders' heart beating in his chest. He tries to act demure, but his facade begins to crack. Oh, does he have feelings for me? Oh, Colonel Sanders! It's moving so fast! I can appreciate a good... In fact, I've got nearly a dozen in my fried chicken recipe alone. I think I took the wrong thing, but I think it worked out for the best for me, so that's good. But I would hope that you could learn to trust me with yours. Well, I suppose you did share your secret ingredients with me yesterday, so it's only fair. Okay, so we did cook the right thing. Colonel Sanders' face grows serious. Yes. Yes, about that, you see. Yes, Colonel? I haven't been completely honest with you. The secret I told you was fake. Oh no, I just messed up Marami. Oh no. Oh no, the ingredient you shared with Marami, it wasn't true. Oh boy. Well, good luck, Marami. I'll have to tell her right away that, it wasn't. I have to tell her. Oh no. My buddies, my friends, my pretty by accident. You're angered with Colonel Sanders for lying, but the fact that you revealed his secret shows that he was probably right to do so. You mean it wasn't one of the 11 secret herbs and spices? You see, we had only just met, and I had to make sure that you were trustworthy and capable of keeping my most important secrets to my recipes are priceless. Well, I have something to confess. That secret you told me, I shared it with Rami, my bestie. Unfortunately, I already knew this. I was very disappointed, but that you come clean, we could start building our relationship as fellow chefs again. I promise to be honest from here on out. I really do. I'm counting on you. Well, I've been got. He got me. Then, in that case, I present to you my original coleslaw. The shredded cabbage dish glistens in your light of Colonel Sanders' Lux Hideaway. So, I'm gonna be real. My favorite coleslaw is the KFC coleslaw. KFC coleslaw is amazing. It is great. I love it to death. If we ever go to KFC together, give me the coleslaw. I love the coleslaw. What's your favorite thing at KFC? What's your favorite thing to order? What's your favorite side dish? My favorite side dish is steamed fried mushrooms. But I want to know what your favorite side dish is. Tell me. I gotta know. Magnificent. Together, you chow down on the creamy slaw until just the spoon's full remains. It's just in the bowl. Do you mind if I hold onto the last bite? I'd like to have it around so that I can admire its taste later and think back on this moment. Absolutely, do it! I'll make you some more, bro. Totally. We homies now, Colonel. We homies. You can offer to make him more, but he seems like he's very sentimental kind of guy. Sure, why not? Please make yourself comfortable. I'll be back in just a moment. You realize that how be perfect and do some snooping. We're gonna snoop. Around the room, you see various items, and if you look closer, each item seems to be resonate memories and emotions. Tap the items to discover more about the Colonel. Alright, let's do this. You notice a realistic stuffed chicken sitting on a counter. When you pick it up, you realize it isn't just realistic, it's real. Taxidermy must be important to Colonel Sanders when it was alive. Taxidermy must have been important to Colonel Sanders. So when I die, I want to be taxidermy. Now I know, that's weird, right? But I want to be taxidermy when I die. Like, I want to be stuffed, right? And I want to hold my arms out, right? And then I want to record my voice going, may I take your coat? And then I want to be a taxidermy coat rack when I die. So that way I can be useful in death. I know that's weird. And you're like, Raiko, don't do that. That's weird and creepy. Well, I'm weird and creepy at this point, okay? That's what I want. I'm putting in my will. Anyway, let's keep checking out this stuff. A little note, crippled to the chicken's foot. The true state of bird of the greatest state of Kentucky. Oh, cool. Tap and I discover more about Colonel Sanders. Okay. A scented candle you pick up and try to identify size and smell. Power tools? No. Freshly stretched collar. What? Well, these are the weirdest guesses ever, guys. Piece of wood floating on a lake. It's a witch! Burn the witch! Because it's made of wood. Get it? Okay. I'm sorry. I couldn't. Summer of 69. I love that song, by the way. I got my first real six-string then. No, it's none of the secrets. It's one of the secret recipes ingredients. It's redacted. Tap on the items and discover more about Colonel Sanders, okay? A lock of hair is woven through the teeth of this comb. Upon further inspection, you realize that the hair there isn't just it's a silvery, and the Colonel is actually made it spun silver. Tap on the items you wish to discover. An adorable little baby boy crawls across the floor from his goatee and mustache combo sports. You figure that this must be Colonel Sanders himself. He's an adorable baby, I guess. Or you might be, or maybe it's a drumstick that makes it seem like being waving a rattle. Who paints a picture of themselves as a baby? I mean, if you got a goatee as a baby, I guess do it. Yeah. Probably the same type of person who would make their own face the logo of a company that they founded. Am I right? I mean, yeah. I mean, if I made my face the logo of my company, which, hey, you guys see my logo, my face is on it. I've been afraid of baby pictures of me now. All over my house with baby pictures. And they're like, why? I'm like, because I was a cute baby. And then you're like, well, what happened? I'm like, that's not nice. That's not nice. Tap on items to discover more about Colonel Sanders. Let's check out these pictures. The photo appears to be Colonel Sanders, except he's an old man visiting the Pyramid of Egypt. Maybe this was where they discovered one of the secret herbs and spices? Tap on items to discover more about Colonel Sanders. You gaze across the vast lake on the range beyond. Just then a ghost of a student pops up. Are you thinking about heading onto out into the world on a quest to avenge my death? Dude, who are you? Go away! Wait, I've never even learned your name. Why would I avenge you? I could just tell you my name right now. Can't you see I'm in the middle of something? You open the window a crack and the ghost of the student is swept out of the breeze. Tap on the item to discover more about Colonel Sanders. Okay. One of the framed photos shows an old man who looks a bit like Colonel Sanders standing with a friend that holding a chicken drumstick and appears to be chewing them. You look closely and see there's a short inscription. I wonder who my friend Pete is. Okay. Tap on it and discover more about Colonel Sanders. You take a look at a large urn sitting on a nearby pedestal. There's a plaque on it. It's dusty, but you wipe it off and read the inscriptions. It says, "Here lies the ashes of my past career and business failures." Oh, wow! He is very metaphorical. Very, very metaphorical. Poor guy. Tap on the items to discover more about Colonel Sanders. This must be where he keeps his secret recipes. You think of a number. What number is important to Colonel Sanders? Then it dawns on you. As soon as you turn the dial to 111, the safe opens. You find a single note. Can chickens be prepared? Szechuan style? Tap on the opens. Okay, so we just kind of broke into his safe to try to steal his recipes. We are not trustworthy people at this point. You open the door to Colonel Sanders' closet and find a row of signature white suits hanging within. You take one off its hanger and try it on. Why would I? Oh, sure, let's try it on. The jacket is a bit big for you, but it's soft and comfortable. You give yourself a deep hug, breathing in its sense. They say that home is where the heart is, and this is what they meant. Okay, so Colonel Sanders cosplay? Do you want me to do a Colonel Sanders cosplay, guys? If you guys want me to, I'll do it. I will totally make a Colonel Sanders model cosplay if that's what you guys want. I don't know if I can do the mustache and goatee thing for my model, but I'll try it. Tell me if you guys want me to do that, and I'll do that. Before you cook any further, you hear Colonel Sanders returning. He has a new dish that he has been working on and wants you to taste it. You try to act casual until he asks you why you're wearing his jacket. Aww. I don't usually loan those out, but I may say it does look good on you. We look good! We look good! Oh, Colonel Sanders likes us! Oh my gosh! Oh, grab the jacket. You've got to take it off. You decide that now's the moment and make a big move. Tell him you were cold. You fess up and tell the truth. I'm going for it! Go big or go home! Whoa! This isn't that kind of game. Okay! Now what? Now that we blame you for trying. But still. Okay! Got it! Not that type of game. This isn't a dating sim. It's not called I Love You, Colonel Sanders or anything. Shut up, game. This is that type of game. Try again. Alright. Okay, guys. Well, we just got another game over. I got the second game over in this. Why do I think that was a good idea? Because I go big or I go home. I guess I didn't want me to go home. so we're gonna skip all this. We're gonna skip out and get all the way back to where we were. I can't believe you botched that. I'm so glad, bitch. Alright, we're gonna review it. Oh, I should have kept it a secret. Whatever. Alright, let's just skip through these. Just skip through that. Rapid play. Alright. I wish this had a quick save option. If it does, I just don't know what it is.
Aww.
Okay, so how are we cannot make our big move because that'll get the game over. Tell them you were cold? We can do that, well, no, he says to admire honesty. Let's just be honest. You confess. I think I developed feelings for you. I might be developing feelings for you too. But I'm concerned I can't let anything get in the way of my dreams. No, I understand, Colonel, I understand. Overwhelmed, you take off the jacket and run for the door. But you thought of leaving Colonel Sanders in the midst of such an emotional breakthrough gives you a pause. You stop yourself. Colonel? Yes, Raiko? I honestly think this is maybe the beginning of something wonderful. I think you're right. We should take things slow. You talk like into the night and drift onto a slumber. We're gonna take a sleep, a slumber, a relaxation. Sleep. You wake to the beautiful morning in Colonel Sanders' hideaway. Did you make the right decision on how to respond to Colonel Sanders? Only time will tell. Today is the day that could change the rest of your life. You think about the new secret ingredient you just learned about, redacted. In some jurisdictions, redacted isn't even legal, but if the recipe is a secret, how would they know? You thought, is the secret ingredient LSD? No, I wouldn't put that in this game. Your thoughts are interrupted when Colonel Sanders emerged into the room. He's holding a gorgeously plain breakfast, and your mouth waters at the sight of it. Here's a simple breakfast I just whipped up. It's that looks good. Oh gosh, I'm hungry. Biscuits and chicken. You know what would be really great for breakfast? Chicken and waffles. I love chicken and waffles. But this looks good. You taste Colonel Sanders' food, and it takes you on a journey. When you return, he's wanting to ask you an important question. So, would you say that we're the perfect match? How presumptuous. My cuisine and your taste buds, that is. Such confidence, such grace could be the world's greatest gift to cookery. I'm gonna be honest, he just whooped up an amazing breakfast. I'm gonna tell him that. I'm gonna be real. He is, I'm gonna be real. I'm not gonna take him down a peg. I'm gonna be honest. That was good cooking. You know, I think we might make a great team. single tear begins to pour down the corner of his gaze out the window. And with the right business partner, I know I can't fail. Business partner, could he be thinking of you? It's all happening so quickly. Overcome with emotions and confused by your feelings, you're on the verge of tears, unable to speak. The only answer you could find is to run out the door and get home. There's still one more day of school after all, and a university cooking school academy for learning awaits for no one. You go home and find a very surprise, and your best friend is there waiting for you. We're gonna try to restart. We're gonna go to the title screen and see if we're going to the next day. Because I think the next day is the next day. So let's find out. So let's go to title screen and then go to continue and see where it continues off. Let's go back. It's gotta load a little bit. If we're on day 3, then we'll save that for next video. I just gotta check that. Just gotta make sure. Chicken and biscuits. Yum yum. Yep. Okay. So we're gonna call it quits. And we'll say that for video 3. I love you guys, and I'll see you all next one. I hope you guys been enjoying Colonel Sanders. I love you, Colonel Sanders. We're gonna do we're gonna have the next video be the last one of this, but this is part 2, and we're gonna do part 3 pretty soon. So I hope to see you guys.